What truly leads to success in life? A question that has puzzled many. Today we delve into the tale of two friends, Peter and John, who lived in the same small town but had vastly contrasting lifestyles. Peter hailed from a life of luxury, born into a wealthy family, while John was rooted in humble beginnings. Despite their divergent backgrounds, they shared the same school benches, thanks to John's uncle's generosity. Peter, who lived a lavish life, began to develop a sense of entitlement and arrogance. On the contrary, John, who knew the value of every penny, understood the importance of hard work and gratitude. As the years rolled by, Peter's arrogance seemed to multiply, while John remained grounded and respectful, always remembering his roots. As they stepped into adulthood, their paths, guided by their attitudes, started to diverge. Peter clung to his family's wealth, while John dedicated himself to carving a better future. As Peter and John grew older, their paths began to diverge. Peter, born into wealth, believed success would always come easily to him. He was cradled in a life of luxury where his every whim was catered to. His father's wealth was his safety net, always there to catch him when he stumbled. This comfort, however, was a double-edged sword. It cultivated in Peter a sense of entitlement, a belief that the world owed him everything on a silver platter. As time went by, Peter's arrogance only grew. He was like a peacock, proud and showy, strutting around with an inflated sense of self-importance. He never learned the value of hard work, for he never had to. Why should he, when he had his father's wealth to rely on? But there's a problem with living life on easy mode. It stunts growth. It hinders the development of essential life skills. Peter, with his silver spoon upbringing, never understood the importance of work ethic. He never had to sweat, toil, or struggle. He never had to develop the skills to navigate life's hurdles. He was, in a sense, a child dressed in a man's suit, dependent on his father's wealth, and devoid of any real-world skills. The world, however, is not a kind place to those who can't fend for themselves. It has little patience for arrogance and entitlement, and while Peter was busy basking in his privilege, he was unknowingly setting himself up for a fall that would shatter his illusion of invincibility, a fall that would strip away his pride and leave him exposed to the harsh realities of life. As Peter's arrogance continued to balloon, he became less and less aware of the precarious position he was putting himself in. He was like a man standing on a cliff's edge, blindfolded by his own pride, oblivious to the sheer drop that lay just a step away. Peter's pride and arrogance were setting him up for a hard fall. A fall that would serve as a stark reminder of the dangers of arrogance and entitlement. A lesson that would come too late for Peter, but one that we all can learn from. John, on the other hand, understood the value of hard work and perseverance. He knew that life wasn't a bed of roses, especially for him coming from a humble background. His circumstances didn't deter him. Rather, they became the catalyst for his ambition to create a better future for himself. John dedicated himself to his studies. He was often the first one in class and the last one out. He pored over books not simply to rote learn, but to truly understand and gain knowledge. He asked questions, sought answers, and never shied away from seeking help. He wasn't afraid to admit when he didn't know something. His humility became his strength, allowing him to constantly learn and grow. In addition to his studies, John also worked part-time jobs. He valued every penny he earned, knowing it was a result of his hard work. He was not ashamed of his jobs, no matter how menial they seemed to others. He was proud of his efforts, and his humility allowed him to see the dignity in all forms of work. John faced numerous challenges and obstacles along his journey. There were days when he was so tired that he could barely keep his eyes open, days when he doubted himself and his goals. But he never gave up. His perseverance was fueled by his humility, his understanding that success was not an entitlement but a reward for hard work and dedication. His years of dedication and tireless efforts eventually paid off. After 2 long decades of hard work and sacrifice, John became a multi-billionaire. His success was not handed to him on a silver platter, it was earned with sweat, tears, and a humble attitude. John's story is a testament to the power of humility. He understood the value of hard work, the importance of perseverance, and the power of a humble heart. He never let his ego get in the way of his learning and growth. He remained humble in his success, never forgetting where he came from or the journey he undertook to get there. John's determination and humility were the building blocks of his success. His tale is a powerful reminder that humility, combined with hard work and perseverance, can indeed lead to great success. Peter's life, however, took a dramatic turn. As time went by, Peter's sense of entitlement and arrogance began to consume him. He thought that his family's wealth was a never-ending resource, and he lived his life recklessly, spending lavishly without a thought for the future. He squandered his inheritance on frivolous things, sold off valuable assets, and slowly but surely, his father's wealth dwindled away to nothing. Peter found himself in a pit of despair. The wealth he had always relied on was gone, and he was left with nothing. He was left in a state of desperation, a stark contrast to the life of luxury he was accustomed to. His pride had hindered him from developing any skills or work ethic, making him completely dependent on his family's wealth. Now, without it, he was lost. Regret began to fill Peter's heart. He thought back to his childhood, to his friend John, who he used to mock for his simple lifestyle and the sacrifices he made. Now, the tables had turned. It was Peter who was struggling, while John, through his hard work and determination, had built a successful life for himself. Peter's downfall was a harsh reality check. He realized that his arrogance had been his undoing. He had relied too heavily on his father's wealth, and when it was gone, he was left with nothing. His sense of entitlement had led him to believe that success would always come easily to him. But now, he understood the hard truth that success requires hard work, dedication, and humility. As he hit rock bottom, Peter could not help but envy John. He admired John's success, the respect he commanded from others, and most importantly, his character. Peter had lost everything, but it was not just the wealth he missed. He missed the respect, the sense of accomplishment, and the feeling of self-worth that comes with earning your own way in life. Peter's downfall serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of arrogance and entitlement. His story teaches us the importance of humility, hard work, and the courage to learn from our mistakes. John's success, however, was a testament to his hard work and humility. Unlike Peter, John didn't rely on inherited wealth or privilege. Instead, he carved his own path, fueled by determination, humility, and an insatiable thirst for knowledge. His humble beginnings never faded from his memory, serving as a constant reminder of the value of hard work and the importance of appreciating what he had. John's achievements were remarkable. His perseverance and unwavering dedication to his goals led him to become a multi-billionaire. But his success wasn't measured solely by his wealth. It was also reflected in the respect he earned from others. His colleagues admired his work ethic, his friends respected his humility, and even strangers were inspired by his story of triumph against all odds. Even Peter, who once belittled John for his simple lifestyle, found himself in awe of John's success. He saw in John the embodiment of everything he lacked: determination, humility, and respect. The friend he once mocked was now the man he admired and envied. Peter saw the stark contrast between their lives, one filled with accomplishments and respect, the other laden with regret and worthlessness. John's triumph wasn't an overnight sensation. It was the result of 2 decades of relentless effort, countless sacrifices, and an unwavering belief in his potential. He didn't shy away from challenges or obstacles. Instead, he embraced them, learning and growing from each experience. John's life was not without hardships, but his resilience and humility turned every stumbling block into a stepping stone towards success. He was a living testament to the power of humility and hard work, a beacon of hope for those who came from humble beginnings. John's story serves as a beacon of inspiration for anyone willing to put in the effort and stay humble in their pursuit of success. His journey is a powerful reminder that success isn't handed to us on a silver platter, but earned through perseverance, humility, and hard work. John's story is a compelling example of how humility and hard work can lead to success. So what can we learn from the tale of Peter and John? This story unravels the importance of humility, hard work, and a strong work ethic. Peter, who relied on his family's wealth, developed arrogance and entitlement, leading him to squander his privilege and fall into despair. His pride hindered him from developing any skills or work ethic, making him dependent on external factors for success. On the contrary, John, hailing from a humble background, understood the value of hard work and perseverance. He committed himself to relentless study and tireless work, overcoming obstacles along the way. Over 20 years, his determination and humility transformed him into a respected multi-billionaire. His success was a testament to his resilience, humility, and willingness to learn from experiences. These contrasting life paths underscore that success is not a birthright, nor a product of arrogance. Success is not a product of entitlement or arrogance, but of humility, hard work, and a willingness to learn. Remember the tale of Peter and John.